are in Lapland, northern Finland,
where we cross into the Arctic Circle.
Let's go. See the home of Santa.
Head north on a road trip.
Mostly just us and the reindeer.
And hike on a Nordic fell. Welcome to Lapland.
This is the traditional way of having reindeer here in Lapland. Hey, it's sauna time!
Our new friends here in Lapland.
We are staying at one of these log cabins at Kakslauttanen.
In the heart of the Arctic Circle. We're going to northern Finland. First, we gotta get on a plane.
All choices here at the Helsinki airport, whether you're vegan or a fan of reindeer.
From Helsinki to northern Finland. The Arctic Circle is an imaginary line that circles around the top of the Earth.
Lapland makes up 1/3 of Finland, but has a very small population.
The Arctic Circle is warmer than the South Pole, Antarctica. We're here not just for Santa. We're here because we're going to cross the Arctic Circle. This is it. This is the beginning. Follow me. We are at the coffee house in Rovaniemi, Lapland, Finland.
So there's a claim that Finland consumes the most coffee in the world. And they do make pretty great coffee from our experience here. Recommend getting just this plain filter coffee. And Coffee House does it really well. Kanalupala, we think. Please correct us if our Finnish sounds pretty bad. But this is a cinnamon roll.
This cinnamon roll here, the Finns claim it's Finnish, but in this part of Finland, Rovaniemi, they claim it's Swedish. Either way, it's something that we're going to enjoy and it's very much appreciated here in Finland. In Rovaniemi, you have cold winters, warm summers, colorful autumns. Near the Arctic Circle. The Arctic Circle is a lot greener than we ever thought it would be.
Rovaniemi. Great place.
Indeed. This was our apartment rental.
Maybe the best part, the sauna. Our own sauna. Yes.
I'm here to meet Santa.
Nothing against Santa, but there's something more interesting about Rovaniemi, at least we think so. This is actually one of the largest cities in all of Europe and almost all of the world by landmass. It's actually a little bit smaller than Tokyo. However, the population here is about 60,000 versus 15 million in Tokyo. So we've got a lot of space here.
This is the Kemijoki River here. This is the longest river in Finland. It's 512 kilometers long. This flows to the Baltic Sea. Really good water quality. All manners of sea life and good fish here to eat. Behind me is a lumberjack's candle bridge. Reminds us of the Sundial Bridge in Redding, California.
Slingshot right from the video game. We are at the Angry Birds Park in Rovaniemi.
Angry Bird, Angry Big.
Oh yeah, looks similar. a lot of hiking and biking opportunities right outside the center of Rovaniemi, and we're going to check out Zvara, walking into the forest. This may be called the winter walking trail, but of course it's open all year long.
Never a reason not to hike.
We're gonna go up to the observation tower.
In Finland, 50% of the trees are pine, 30% spruce, and about 17% birch.
Right here, this is the beginning of the winter walk trail. We got some steps to do. Going up.
Wow, there's a fire behind Small here. What's going on?
This is more necessary in the winter. There's like these warming huts that you can warm up in. And this is the observation tower here. It looks over the forest throughout Rovaniemi.
We're only 6 miles from the Arctic Circle, on the edge of civilization in this forest. Now we ask the same question we did as we were in Helsinki. This is one of the things that many people know about Finland, is the happiness.
Happiest country in the world.
So when we first heard about it, we thought it must be a joke. Like, it can't be true because we're such a modest people that...
So we are at the observation tower here. That's one of our Finnish friends here.
Hey, I'm Sami.
Finland is often said to be the happiest country in the world. What are your thoughts on that?
I think the questionnaire has been filled in the summer. Finland is a happy place, but also there's a lot of deep-rooted depression and there's a lot of social issues that we have. But I think approximately we have basically a very few amount of people who are really like in terrible conditions and who have no place in the world. But like our average mental health, especially among young people, is not the best. It's I can't obviously speak for other people, but
That's an honest answer. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
I mean, what good is it being alive if you're not honest?
Perfect. Yes.
But yeah, we drink beer and make great jokes.
A Finnish classic, Hall of Fame in the shopping mall.
The official shopping center of Santa. More on Santa later, but now time for
Reindeer.
We are hungry and ready to eat. We start with bread.
The traditional sweetened version and a little flatbread. Okay, this is our first try of the reindeer. It's in a reindeer fillet. Reindeer!
It is 24-hour cooked, then it's broken, flavored, baked back together, fried on the sides, which is fried, lingonberries, some thick marmalade and forest mushroom.
So it's almost like a pate. Goes well with the lingonberries, and then of course the mushrooms, which is all very Finnish.
Salmon. Salmon soup sounds so good. I love salmon, especially if it's creamy with potatoes. It is heartwarming, it is rich, it is very good. I really like it a lot. A little bit of dill makes it perfect. And we eat reindeer?
This is the traditional way of having reindeer here in Lapland.
Look at that.
On a bed of mashed potatoes and lingonberry jam and some pickles on the side.
I don't want to say it. I hope it's not Rudolph, but either way, I'm going to try it.
Reindeer is actually very healthy for you, as healthy as fish. And so it doesn't seem like that fatty. It almost tastes like pulled pork, but without the graciness. It's nice.
This may look like salami, but
Cold smoked reindeer. One thing we learned about reindeer here is that every single reindeer you see in Finland is owned by someone. So there are reindeer herders, and of course some of their income comes from this. Up to see Santa!
leaving Rovaniemi. Ho ho ho! 24-hour Christmas music. We're in Santa's village outside Rovaniemi at the Arctic Circle.
Santa! But first, coffee.
Yes. It looks like they're going to be doing Italian coffee here, so we're gonna have this. Do you hear the music? 24-hour Christmas music here in Santa's village in Finland, outside Rovaniemi. We're here not just for Santa. We're here because we're going to cross the Arctic Circle. This is it. This is the beginning. Follow me.
How's it feel over there?
Very cold. It's a blustery, cold 50 degrees. It's about 10 degrees Celsius.
So Santa hasn't always been here. This was actually designated Santa's hometown in 1985.
Thing about Santa's village, like Small said, it's only been open here since 1985. Originally, before that, it was in a part of Lapland bordering Russia. Let's go.
Christmas on the time.
Post office, toy factory, elves.
Everything necessary to make Santa work. So, as we said earlier, this has only been around since 1985. Big and Small actually have been alive longer than Santa's been in Rovaniemi. But that's kind of when they started to build the town back up after it was pretty destroyed in World War II.
Is that who I think it is? Oh my.
Wow.
I think we'll have to summon ADV China about that one.
Santa is open to everyone. And Lordy, right? This is Lordy from Rovaniemi.
Yeah, and we were in Rovaniemi, and we're headed to an area where the Sami are, and this is in northern Finland. Northern Lapland, technically, should take about 3 hours. It's a straight shot from Rovaniemi.
And no more Christmas music, we promise. If you go on a road trip through Finland, this will be the landscape you'll see for much of it.
Driving in Finland, how is it? Not many cars around, so that makes it quite nice compared to where we're from.
No snow yet. It's pretty quiet on the roads. Coming from Los Angeles. This is a breeze.
Los
You
Angeles.
just have to watch for the reindeer. We've only seen one though.
Los Angeles, California, the home of the entertainment industry, the home of car chases. Rest stop on the way.
Driving on the top of Europe.
About 75% of the land is forest.
We are here during late September.
Okay, when you you're on a Lapland road trip, watch out for the reindeer. We just saw a couple right in the middle of the road. So always have your eyes on the road because that would not be fun to have one going toward your car. Just stopped at a cafe along the road.
That cute cafe, we've now entered it and we've met the owner. And we're going to talk to her about what they have, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it looks like some good stuff.
Yeah, we have very traditional Finnish things. This is cinnamon bun. Then we have over here savory things, salmon pie, and the lingonberry cheesecake. The lingonberries, it's not a lingonberry season. So these are from the forest behind here, picked from there. Then it's an apple pie. Also, it's apple season right now. That's a lingonberry pie down there. And it's a chocolate Swiss roll and carrot cake.
Wow, what do you want? Small?
Probably the fresh lingonberries.
Yes. And coffee. Now we're approaching the very northern area tip of Finland, going towards the Arctic Sea.
We are right here.
Oh, this is that part. Let's find the copyright.
We've arrived at Kakslauttanen and we're just going to be checking in here. We're getting a log cabin. We are staying at one of these log cabins at Kakslauttanen Resort. And there's quite a few of these cabins. Closer to the lake, which is this way, are some of the igloos. This is our cabin in Kakslauttanen.
This was a very nice cabin, very quiet. And look at our sauna. Let's go into the bathroom.
Little kitchen here. Shower. Pretty decent size sauna. Hi, Big.
In trying to chase the Aurora, the northern lights, it's meant that we have to stay up quite late, and we work late anyway. So it's been something that our time zones are just really mixed up.
We just got alert that the northern lights are happening.
Boots on.
It's gonna be pitch black out here.
You have your phone ready? We saw the northern lights, and they're caused by particles from the sun that head toward the northern and southern poles at speeds of up to 45 million miles per hour.
The Sami people have a few legends about Aurora Borealis. One that says the lights are caused by a fox who runs across the fells, sweeping its tail through the snow, carrying it across the sky. Definitely like these big streaks in the sky, and you kind of have to chase them, so aurora hunting.
I propose a show called Aurora Hunting because you need to watch the weather forecast and then wait patiently for the right spot. And then you're in the dark.
You have to be in the dark. Light,
Yes.
Light is the enemy.
Yes, it is. Light pollution is the enemy that you're working against as well.
The cold weather, you are in the Arctic.
So if you stay at this resort, there's really no services unless you drive about 10 minutes or so to this area, which is kind of more of a ski resort area.
Look at that sky. We were lucky enough to see some Northern Lights action the night before. The northernmost part of Europe, very interesting. This is where we're staying right here. This is where we are right now. I will not attempt to say the names of these towns, but look at this. Scandinavia over here. We're technically just in the Nordics. And then Russia. Saariselka. Coffee, and I don't know, I think this is some local variety sugar donut. Good stuff. We're on top of a fell, which we'll show you in just a moment.
This is obviously at the top of a ski resort. This is Konispa. It is the top of a fell. What is a fell? So we're taking a hike through this fell. So a fell is an Old Norse word which essentially means mountain. And it's basically a high altitude sort of barren landscape. And we have some really beautiful views right here.
The Arctic Fell reminds us of the buttes, which are common in the western part of the USA, in Oregon. A butte is technically a shorter mountain or bigger hill with a flat top. The origin of the word butte comes from the French.
This area is great if you like to hike, bike, do anything in the outdoors, especially in the summer, autumn time.
A bit of a resort feel. Interesting to think that less than an hour away we're near Russia.
You can kind of just pull over in a lot of parts of the road and you'll find paths that you can get onto. We are in Ivalo, just pulled over exploring a riverside area.
Only 5.5 million people here in Finland, so you get a lot of space and quiet here to yourself. We are in Ivalo, just exploring.
It's pretty free to do what you want in the outdoors here.
There are mushrooms down here.
Oh yeah.
So we're exploring outside Ivalo. I'm amazed at how green the Arctic Circle area is. And the Arctic Circle area around the world has about 5 million people living in the areas of northern Finland, northern Sweden, northern Norway, the cold peninsula of Russia, parts of Canada, and Alaska in the USA. On the way to Inari, how many lakes are there?
About 188,000 lakes in all of Finland. Listening to Sami radio.
We're actually in Inari, Finland, northern Lapland. This city is considered the capital of Sami culture here. And even though we're standing by a lake, it is one of the driest parts of Finland, especially in the winter, if you can believe that.
On record, January 1999, it got down to negative 49 degrees Celsius, which is about negative 56 degrees Fahrenheit. Our ride is here.
Okay, let's get going. Excited to take a plane, right?
The pilot isn't here.
Okay, we are just looking for some information about the Sami people. This is their museum. So these are the Sami dolls. The Sami dolls come from the indigenous people of Lapland who are called Sami. Their preferred name for Lapland is Sapmi.
They're very artisanal, working with their hands to live in this very tough land.
Lots of languages there.
There's actually 4 official languages here. There's only a population of about 6,000 in Inari, but 4 languages, Finnish and 3 different forms of Sami. And 2 of those forms only have about 400 speakers, and the other one about 700 speakers. At least that's what has been surveyed. But they still keep the language intact. You'll see it on all of the signs, and we haven't heard it. I'm not sure. Okay, it's sauna time. Our own I thought it was private.
We know this crew.
I guess they're fine. They're pretty quiet.
We checked out and headed south.
Back on the road to Rovaniemi. Road instruction, road signs, parking. More relaxed, but since there's a lack of traffic, it works.
Be sure to take time to stop at some of these roadside stops. This one right here, right on a lake. And you can usually get coffee and some sort of Lappish treat.
One of the best roadside attractions for sure.
Great souvenir shop. Look at this view. Right on the lake.
We are in Lapland, driving through back to Rovaniemi. Traditional coffee, Lappish coffee. A coffee pastry from Lapland, a Lappish coffee pastry. If I can say it. How did that taste like?
I don't know. It's kind of like a soft cookie. The Finnish language, similar language as Hungarian, right?
It's the Uralic language.
Look what we have. Actually, sometimes we don't quite know what we're getting. This translates as vanilla wine with the stove. I'm gonna get the cinnamon roll.
Very Finnish of you.
Yeah, or Swedish. Or Nordic.
Cutie.
We are in Rovaniemi.
This location looks like it could be in many places in Europe.
For fast food fiends, this is the northernmost McDonald's in the world. It used to be in Russia, but the McDonald's closed in Russia recently. So let's hope they have reindeer burgers in here.
Why did it close in Russia?
Political reasons.
Hesburger, the largest Finnish hamburger chain in Finland, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania.
Looks just as bad as American fast food.
This is our final accommodation in Lapland.
Every place we've stayed, there has been a sauna.
Most of them are in the bathrooms, but you can make do with a sauna like this. This is an infrared sauna, and it has a heat control, so like it's at 25 right now. You can see it go up, it can go up to, I think he said 75 Celsius. And then there's a timer in there so that you don't fall asleep and dehydrate yourself.
How hot did it get in there last night?
I think we got it to like 52 Celsius, and we were dripping in sweat, and it felt great. Leaving Rovaniemi, heading to Helsinki. It's a quick hour flight.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.
And don't forget to click the bell to get all of our updates.
If you've been to Finland, please let us know. Or anywhere in the Nordics. Thank you for watching.
Or in Finnish, kiitos.
Ciao.
Ciao.